Hey Joe, it's Folks here. In today's video, I want to try and expose you to some print-on-demand products that you might not know existed. Even if you are aware that you can sell print-on-demand shoes, hopefully this video will be helpful. The fact is that print-on-demand is getting super competitive, and sometimes the best way to stand out is by offering more unique products. Whether it's print-on-demand sneakers, or even slippers, or different types of shoes like this, the options are endless. In the video today, we'll talk about different suppliers that you can use to sell footwear. We'll break down profitability of them. I'll do a design tutorial as well, and I'll also go through some common questions that people have when it comes to selling print-on-demand shoes. And more importantly, we'll talk about the actual profitability of an item like this. Can you actually make money selling print-on-demand shoes on a print-on-demand store? Personally, I have sold print-on-demand shoes on Shopify. If you're looking to build your own Shopify store, I do have a free course. It is called POD for Dummies. Inside is over 30 videos showing you how to build your store. There is a link down in the description. As print-on-demand sellers, we have options when it comes to shoes and various types of footwear. Everything from sports shoes and slippers to more fashion shoes like this, even print-on-demand Crocs, which I've made videos about before. Some suppliers also give us the option to customize the box as well. I will show you a few different supplier options as we go through. Currently, what you're seeing in front of you are shoes from Printify and a company called Subliminator. This product here, this one up top, and this one here is from the Printify app. In addition to what I just showed you, Printify has lots of other options as well, everything from flip-flops to the couple of shoes that I just showed to some other options as well. In a moment in the video, we're going to break down the quality of some of these items that I actually have as samples for you. But like I said, I just wanted to show you quickly everything that Printify has to offer in terms of footwear. When it comes to samples that I have, this shoe here is from a company called Subliminator. The custom box is also from Subliminator. The shoes inside the box here are also from Subliminator. In a moment, I will show you a closer look at these so you can see the quality, and we'll also talk about how to customize your own shoe box. Subliminator does offer two types of shoes that you can see here. The first are these Converse style shoes that I just kind of showed you a preview of inside of the shoe box. And we also have this version here that is more of like a stylish shoe. It's not really like a Converse shoe or anything. It kind of looks like a Nike Air Force One, if I'm being honest. As I mentioned, in a moment we'll break down the quality of all of those product samples. I also wanted to show you some other suppliers as well. This one here is called Pillow Profits. They have lots of different options for shoes and for sneakers and for different types of footwear as well. They also have boots in here for all different types, fashion boots and winter boots and things like that. They've also got some slippers and sandals and aqua shoes as well. And another option would be a print-on-demand supplier called Jet Print. They've got, again, lots of different sneaker options. You can see in the menu here, they've also got boots, slides, kids shoes as well, and also some that you can personalize the box. Now, before we do a design tutorial and I break down the quality of the samples I actually have, I wanted to talk about the elephant in the room. Anytime I talk about selling print-on-demand shoes, I get a bunch of questions from people about how returns will work with this product. Basically, people are worried that there's going to be a lot of size exchanges if you're selling this type of item. For starters, I will say that I have had stores that only sold print-on-demand shoes. I have talked about them a lot here on my channel, and I never once felt that size exchanges or return requests derailed the success of those stores. Yes, I did see a little bit of an uptick in requests for those sorts of things, but ultimately what I always tried to do was communicate the size of the shoe effectively. What I'm talking about is utilizing size charts from your print-on-demand supplier. Every supplier that we've talked about here in this video gives you a size chart with specific measurements for all of the sizes of your shoes. And ultimately, most people, when they are ordering shoes, they do know the size that they actually wear. Personally, I've ordered a lot of shoes in my life online, and I've never once asked for a size exchange from the company. Obviously, that is not true for everyone. I'm sure some of you watching this here have requested a size exchange in your life for a pair of shoes, but ultimately, I don't want you to go into your print-on-demand business selling selling shoes thinking that everybody is going to request a different size, because that has just simply not been my experience selling shoes. What I would say is if you did want to sell shoes, obviously print on demand gives you the ability to do that without having to order inventory. With that, because it's a business, there is some risk there, but ultimately I would not let the potential for people that are requesting size exchanges stop you from actually trying to sell print on demand shoes. The next big question I get from people is, are the shoes from print on demand suppliers any good? What I will say is that the shoes that you can get from print on demand suppliers are perfect for what we are doing. Are they going to be the world's highest quality shoe ever? Of course not. But that's okay, because you are not creating your own version of Nike or Reebok or Adidas. The fact is that as print on demand sellers, we are creating products for our niche. You are not trying to create your own name brand of shoes. You are trying to create things that people in your niche are going to actually want to buy. Whether you are selling to dog lovers or teachers or nurses or whatever your niche is, the idea is that you are creating a unique pair of shoes that they're buying on the internet sort of as a funny product. I'm not saying in all cases it's going to be a funny product, but the idea again is that you are creating a product for your niche. No one is expecting to receive a super high quality pair of shoes. Not that these products are low quality at all, but I'm just trying to level set with you and remind you that we are not creating a name brand pair of shoes. We're not building our own name brand of shoes for the long term or anything like that. We're not trying to be Nike. We're not trying to be Reebok or Adidas. We are simply creating products for our niche, and the shoes you can get from a print on demand supplier are perfect for that. The next question I commonly get is how much money can actually be made selling print on demand shoes. Now, personally, I have sold print on demand shoes anywhere from $49 up to about $79. I would say the price differences there will be based on which shoes you're actually selling and then what you're actually doing with your design. One way that you can make even more profit as well is by implementing some sort of personalization. You could do an option like these pair of socks here where the dog's faces are going on the shoes. Obviously, this is a pair of socks, but you would do something similar with the actual shoe. You could also create a version of something like this for a sports parent, where the child's name or jersey number is going on the shoe. Ultimately as well, there's lots of options for print-on-demand personalization with shoes, which will ultimately allow you to sell it at a higher price. Now, when it comes to designing, the first step to do is to choose your shoe, whether you're selling inside of Printify, whether you're selling inside of JetPrint or Pillow Profits, or even if you're selling inside of Subliminator. Each one of these companies is going to have a design template that you can download to actually create your design. Here's some examples here of some shoes that people have created that I want to use as a reference. These are on a print-on-demand store that I found, and you can see that we have three very different types of designs. The first one here is basically just a pattern put all over the shoe. We also have this version here where the shoe has been created to look like a pencil. And then we have this one here where there's a pink background across the entire shoe. The back of the shoe also has some flowers around the heel, and then up on the toe there is a picture of a dog. All three of those versions can be created using the template from your print-on-demand supplier. Let's say that we wanted to sell this pair of shoes here. You can scroll down and click on Start Designing. Once you are inside, you will see that there is a spot for you to design on the right side of the shoe, the right outside, the left shoe, both sides of the left shoe, the tongue, the left shoe tongue, and then also all of the different areas are visible here. Basically, you construct your design one piece at a time, and then your print-on-demand supplier will print each individual part and they will assemble the shoe. The template is downloadable right here inside of Printify. If you were selling inside of Subliminator, you would simply scroll over and click on Create. You can then scroll down and you can download the template. Subliminator's version is very similar. We have a spot here for the left shoe, we have a spot for the left tongue, we have a right shoe, we have a right tongue, and we also have the box cover. Whatever design you put here is going to show up on your shoe box. In terms of mock-ups that are available, once you create your design, Subliminator has a whole bunch of different versions here for all of the different shoes as well. Printify also has a decent amount of mock-ups, and the other suppliers I looked at as well also have a decent amount of mock-ups. What I would say is when it comes to creating these designs, you're going to want to play around with the template a few times. What I would suggest is actually putting something on the template and uploading it and then generating a mock-up mock-up within the print-on-demand supplier to see how your placement looks. It may take you a couple of tweaks to get your shoe to look exactly like you want it. Meaning if you're trying to do something like this that's a little bit more complex, getting the specific colors and the specific shapes in different spots could take you a couple of tries. Same thing for something like this, getting the dog's head to be right on the toe of the shoe or even the flowers to be on the backside could take you a couple of attempts. When I say attempts, I don't mean that you're actually like ordering a sample and checking out how it looks. I'm simply saying publishing your design and looking at the mock-up to see if everything looks the way that you want it. And ultimately, if you are getting into selling shoes, what I would suggest is ordering a sample at some point. If you are selling shoes, having a sample of them for your marketing, for your store, for whatever you're doing with social media could be a great thing. Ultimately, if you do have a sample, sometimes you can show them a little better than with a mock-up. However, ordering samples is definitely not required. I just wanted to share that bit of info. It could also be kind of exciting for you to wear a pair of shoes that you designed. Sometimes for me, at least, when I finally get a sample in hand of something that I designed, I get a little bit more excited about the store. And if you're someone that sometimes struggles with motivation, that could be something that could work out well for you. So hopefully today's video about selling shoes was helpful. If there's any other products that you want me to make a video like this about, please let me know down in the comments below. And if you have any questions about selling shoes, please let me know as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.